Hey, hey, hey. Come on, tune in, tune in, tune in. Are you ready? I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Come on, tune in tonight. Let's jump in this thing. Come on, where you at? Where you at? We got a good one for you tonight. I know you guys are going to be like, man, Doc, what's going on? What's going on? But we going to jump in. I got some good stuff for you. Let me know you're here. Hutch, I see you watching. What's up, big bro? Let me know you in the room. Don't come in the room and don't show me no love. Let me know you in the room. We about to jump in. We got a good topic tonight. Jazz, I see you. Come on in, y'all. Let me know you in the room. Show me some love. Hit that love button. Come on, love this. Don't hop in without loving it now. Don't do me like that. Come on in. Now, I see some likes. I want you to love me. Love me. You can like me today and hate me tomorrow. Come on, church. What's going on? That's right. Show me some love. Show me some love. All right, I see missionary, always true and faithful. That's my girl. Always true and faithful. Come on in. Where y'all at? Okay. All right, listen. Listen, we about to get in. We about to jump in. We about to jump in this thing. All right. I'm waiting for y'all to jump in. I see 9 of y'all on here. Listen, I should have 9 shares. I should have 9 shares right now. I should have 9 shares. There's 9 of y'all. Come on. Let's go. Uh-huh. We about to we about to talk. And I mean we about to talk. All right, so listen, tonight we about to jump into some good stuff. We about to jump into some good stuff tonight. All right. All right, listen. Listen, we're about to get ready and start tonight's episode. Tonight, we, we gonna talk about sex. We gonna talk about sex. I thought we was doing co-parenting again. I thought we were too, but there's a fire and desire. And listen, a lot of you all who are watching or tuning in or just now coming in or maybe scrolling and like, hey, what's this? You know, what is this? This is my podcast, Beyond the Robe. It is a podcast that I created as a jumpstart to a book that I am writing, an autobiography. And I just wanted to really just come on and talk about some topics that we have neglected to talk about, right? The intent of this podcast is to start the conversations that we don't talk about. We don't talk about, particularly in the black families, the black churches, the black homes, schools. There's a lot of things that we just don't talk about. And we've talked about dysfunctional family. We've talked about divorce and just so many things, co-parenting. And tonight, we going to talk about sex. So listen, this is what I need you to do. If you are watching, I need you to love this. I need you to share this. Love this and share this. Love this and share this. Love this and do what? share this. All right. Listen, go to my YouTube page. That's right. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Show me some love, man. Listen, Beyond the Road podcast on YouTube, and you can follow me also on IG at _ Beyond the Road. All right. Let's get in it. We about to get ready and talk. All right, Tiffany Maddox. I don't know what you are saying. Yes, but I was scrolling by and said though, be perfect for my podcast. That is so funny. Then I read it. There, yeah, sis, yeah. All right, listen. We're gonna talk about sex. We're gonna talk about sex. So originally, I was gonna come back on and talk about co-parenting again. Man, we had so many. I'm talking about we had so many great comments and reviews. I got so many, so much feedback from co-parenting. Who knew that it would be such a great hit? A lot of people have dealt, or going to deal with the issue of co-parenting. And I was going to dive back in, but I'm like, you know what? They need to just go back and look at the podcast, and we're going to circle back because I think the people want to hear about sex. All right, so let's dig into it. Sex, that's a hot topic, right? Sex sells. Everything about sex. It just sells. The society that we're living in, everything is sexy. That tie is sexy. That woman is sexy. That man is sexy. Them shoes, man, them sexy. Sex just sell. Here's the thing, though. Growing up, sex was something that we didn't talk about. We didn't talk about sex. You didn't hear the word sex. There were codes for sex. Mom, Dad, what y'all doing in there? We picking greens. They're picking greens in the bedroom. What y'all doing in there? We've been baking cookies. Ain't no cookies ever come out that room, so I don't know. But, we didn't talk about sex in the church. Most of you who grew up in church, maybe you had counseling with your pastor, and there was no real talk about sex, right? It was just like, oh, the bedroom's undefiled. Go for what you know. And the truth of the matter is, sex is a really, really big issue. It's an issue in our marriages, our communities, our churches. It's real, and we don't want to talk about it. Why? I don't understand that. Why? Sex is a topic that I think is very interesting. I remember a few years ago, I went to a conference, and they had asked all the pastors in the room. They said, what is one of the sins, or what is one of the things that you struggle with in your life? And everybody, oh man, this, all money and all this and it. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking around and I'm saying, you mean to tell me that I am the only person that got an issue with sex? All y'all in here, ain't none of y'all got this issue, right? And it's like, yeah, that's just so not the case. So we're gonna talk about it tonight. If I took a poll, I would say all y'all on here watching is having sex. yeah, all of y'all. It don't matter how old y'all are, what your title is. Hutch, Sam, Jazz, Tressa, James, missionary. You better not be. All right, Quentin, all y'all, Tiffany, Dan, all y'all on here. Y'all in them sheets. Married, unmarried. Stop playing with me. Y'all in the sheets, all right? And amen, sex is good all the time, and all the time sex. I'm sorry, that's God. I'm sorry. Forgive me. God is good all the time, and all the time. God sure enough is good. All right, so listen. Why is it sex have always been that hush hush thing? Like why can't we talk about sex? We talk about everything. Why can't we talk about sex? I never talked about sex with my parents until I was grown. And it was more so like, yeah, I'm about to go home, and just that kind of thing, just the real. But there was never a conversation of the birds and the bees, right? It was like you hear those things on TV, and it's like, oh, we're gonna talk about the birds and the bees, but you never truly have the conversations. I know I didn't. So I want to poll tonight as we're looking at the comments. How many of you actually had conversations, healthy, knowledgeable conversations about sex with your parents or the people you grew up in the house with? And knowledgeable, not seeing it on TV, but come on, it's y'all in here. I see y'all in here watching. Talk back to me. How many of you all can honestly say that you all had these conversations in your homes? Let's start there. We won't even get on the church. We'll talk about the community, but let me see. Come on, y'all, talk to me. How many have actually had these conversations at home? Nobody? Well, I guess that proves my point. Uh, we don't talk about it. We don't talk. Y'all real quiet tonight. What's going on? We don't talk about it. Why? Why? Why haven't we had these conversations in our homes about what sex is, what sex can do, the meaning of sex? Let's talk about it tonight. I mean, all of y'all doing it, so let's talk about it. Yes, I said it. Did he just say it? Yeah, he said that. Y'all doing it. I know you're doing it. I know y'all. Why don't we talk about it? Why don't we talk about sex in our homes or with our children at the appropriate times? Why is it that we have to learn about it out in the streets with our friends on TV through porn? Why don't we talk about these things? I need y'all to talk to me. Talk back to y'all real quiet tonight. Y'all ain't saying much anything. Talk to me. Having sex. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. Auntie said, why not? Okay, Missionary says she did. Not at home, only in school and health class. Okay. So April, you didn't talk about sex at home. You say only in school and in health class. Well, that was better than me because I went to Collinwood and East High. We ain't had no health class. We ain't talk about no sex. Okay. So my question is, why do we hide like sex is not relevant? Why don't the church talk about sex? It's very rare you hear sermons about sex. There's a class about sex. There's a teaching about it, but everybody doing it. All these babies running around in children's church. You got more baby mama, baby daddy drama. So you doing it. Why we ain't talking about it? Even now, like, what's going on? Why we y'all don't even want to talk about it in the comments? Y'all scared? We know you're doing it. We know you're doing it. Y'all just thought I was gonna come on here and tell all my business. No, I want to get in your business. I know y'all doing it. Why are we not having these conversations? Why are we not having these conversations? I wish I had such a comfortable and open environment to even talk about sex. Even now, listen, I need y'all to share this. Share this. I want people to hear this. Share it. Okay? Because the church, feel it should be talked about at home. Yeah. Well, that's the problem. The church feel like it should be talked about at home, but at home feel like it shouldn't be talked about at all. The school don't want to teach you about it. So then where do you learn it from? Where do you learn it from? And then you wonder why our last topic, you got co-parenting issues. You got all these kids because you're having sex and don't nobody want to talk about it. Wrap it up. Let's let's talk. What is the thing about sex that we're so afraid to talk about? I wish I had a comfortable environment to where I was able to go to my parents and say, hey, I'm experiencing these things, or these things have happened to me. Dan say learned about it in the streets. Yeah. These things happened to me, or, all of these events that happen in your life. Why can't we talk about them? Missionaries say she learned it by having it. That's how she learned about it. Janessa said, we talked about it in my house, but not in depth, just like the basics. Okay. And the basics was, don't do it. You ain't grown. Well, that's not helping me. That's not helping me. If an adult would have told me, don't have sex because you ain't grown, I'd be like, for real? Because it's sure feeling good alone. So I could. Did he just say that? Yeah. See that? Come on, let's get real. Stop playing. Stop playing. You cannot tell. Come on, Dan. Cause all right. Where are the men at? Where are the men at? Dan, Hutch. I seen Sam on here. Where are the real men at? Cause here's the issue. You can't tell a 15, 16-year-old boy who has went through or going through puberty, who is at a point of feeling all of these things he's never felt before. You can't tell this boy that, well, you don't need to have sex till you grown, or you don't need to have sex until you married, without some true understanding, because what you saying ain't matching up with what I'm feeling. Ooh, why are you doing his hand like that? Because it's real. Stop playing. Stop playing. It's real. So then now you go through the stages of masturbation, right? And, if you love yourself, you getting real familiar with yourself 3-4 times a day. I'm saying, oh, see, y'all ain't want to be. I thought I had a real audience here tonight. Come on, let's just be honest. The fact of the matter is, we are not talking about sex in our homes and our churches, but who is that helping? Because the truth of the matter is, hey, if this feeling good here, I can only imagine what this feeling like. She fine, she thick, she's saying all the good stuff. Like, come on, who you fooling? What's the proper age to have the birds and the bees talk? Okay, and then we got a lot of times the adults don't really know what to say or how to even go about saying it. I agree. So what is the proper age to have the birds and the bees talk? When you see that change? When you see that change, what change? The change when he went in the bathroom at 2:03 and it's 2:25 and he's still in there, he ain't in the shower. It's time to have that talk. Okay. All right, okay. Okay. And I ain't just on the fellas. Women too. That bath water running all day? Come on now. What you in there? Come on. That bath water just running, and you coming out just as dry. Your whole come on. Okay. I thought y'all was real. Bruh, I had to talk, but once I got it for the first time, it was on the pop. This is what I'm saying. I would say the conversation. Okay. Preteens. Okay. Preteens, listen. By time I got to being a preteen, I probably had memorized every pornographic VHS I found in my house. Yeah, that's right. They did not hide them good. Now, I don't know who had them. I don't know. I don't know if it was daddy. I don't know if it was my brothers. I don't know who it was. But by the time I was 12 or 13, I was like, okay, let me rewind. Because at 4 minutes and 69 seconds, she going to lift her lip. Come on. Come on. Can we be real tonight? That's what's wrong, man. In our homes, our communities, we do not want to be real. It's like, okay, I got this. And we know how to time it perfectly. Hey, Mom, where y'all at? Oh, we coming. We'll be home about 10 minutes. Good. All right. I'm going to have 8 minutes to spare. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. As a parent, it was weird. Come on, we're going to read some of these conversations. As a parent, it was a weird conversation to have with your child. Well, what's so weird about it? You ought to be able to relate. It's your child. Hey, mama know. Hey, mama know, baby. Mama knows. Mama knows. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. So here's my question. My question is this: when do we cut out the facade that sex is not an issue? Sex is not an issue. Young folks, middle-aged folks, senior citizens, married, unmarried, divorced. We doing it, but we don't want to talk about it. I love to talk about sex, especially when it is at a place of realness and rawness. Like, I'm just so tired of the fakeness. It's like, but you're a pastor. I am a pastor, and I know what the words say, and I'm going to always go with the word. I mean, you're going to always flow with the word, but let's just be honest. You know, we got some struggles. We got some struggles. So let's see. All right, what we got here? We have to unsugarcoat the conversations in our homes. In today's world, the truth needs to be talked about. Exactly. What happens? A baby. That's right. And sorry, mommy and dad, not paying for child support. Come on. This is what I'm saying, because these are conversations that need to be had. Janessa says, when I talked to my 15-year-old, he was telling me stuff that, that you were shocked he knew. Yeah, he 15. I got some stories for you. All right. Ann says, I talked to my kids about it in detail because my parents didn't. I know my parents didn't. My mama sure ain't talked to me about sex, and I don't understand that when she got 9 kids. You should have wrote the book. You hear what I'm telling you? Missionary says, me and my daughter had the talk when she was 12. And then me and my granddaughter had the talk when she was 12. Because I was a teenage mom. So here's my question. Being a teenage mother, those of you who had children when you were a teen, let's do this. If y'all ain't too embarrassed, we're going to help some people in these comments. If you were a teenage mother, just put in the comments, I was, and then put the age that you were when you had your child. If you were a teenage mother, just put in the comment, I was, and put the age in there. All right. I was in the age. Let's see. Let's see. We're going to talk about this because let's just be honest. I believe if conversations were had, true, real conversations, a lot of women who had babies as a teenager would never have. But we sneaking because I can't talk about it and he cute. Okay. I was, 16. I was 17. Okay. Because let's just be honest. I love them. And y'all just don't like him. Y'all don't want to give him a chance. And because we not going to talk, I was 17. Okay. And because y'all don't want to talk about this, she about to be a bopper. Y'all remember that? Nah, I'm not. See, now that was back in my generation. She about to be a bopper. And now she about to go out here and experiment because I can't come to you and tell you what I'm feeling. And here's what gets me. When the child go to the parent or to the adult or to the pastor or to the teacher or to the auntie or whoever it is to say, I'm feeling this, it's like, we ain't talking about that. Nah, you ain't grown. You ain't grown. We don't talk about it. Like, what? I'm telling you, hey, something going on. I'm feeling something here. And hey, I need to talk about this thing. So what happens when things like this go untreated? What happens when things like this go untreated? We ain't talking about it. Everybody want to be so secretive. My mama done got 3 kids. She pregnant again. Like, obviously you know something about sex, but I can't come and talk to you about it. What happens when it go untreated? Here's what happens. You go crazy. You go crazy. You go crazy. Because I'm trying to understand what's going on, why my body feeling like this, why am I having these thoughts and these... Listen. See, I couldn't. I grew up in a very strict Christian household. This how strict my household was. My household was so strict that, one, my dad wasn't even allowed to be intimate or affectionate around us when we were kids. Like, that was not allowed. I never seen my dad slap my mother on the butt. Never. Never seen my dad, grab her by the waist when she washing dishes or kiss her on the neck. Hey, baby. Never. We couldn't wash on Sundays. We had to go. We were strict. So with us being strict, there was just certain things we could not even talk to them about. They were so strict that if it was a movie we wanted to watch and they watched it first and gave us the approval on if we could watch it. So talking about sex, oh, no. How do I go and tell my saved grandmother, who the church clerk, my saved mama, who the choir director, my saved daddy, who the deacon and the church janitor, that I'm horny? How do you do that? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Let me read some of these comments. Sometimes when you don't grow up around parents who show affection, you fall for who does. Now, whoo! That'll read right there. Listen. I was told all the time that, oh, we love you. Y'all be loved. Y'all be loved. But see, affection was shown to me in the improper way. So that read right there, and because the truth of the matter is, if you don't see the love, or if you get the love the improper way, it's a free-for-all. Ooh, we about to get real deep. We about to talk. Okay. So I saw love in my household, but love was shown to me in the improper way. What do you mean? Many of you heard my testimony. Many of you may know, and if you don't know, it will be in my book, that I was molested. I was molested, and I was violated badly. It lasted for a few years, and finally, thank God, it stopped. What people don't know is I had to see a therapist behind it. I didn't see a therapist behind it until I was grown. I didn't see a therapist until I was grown, because what had happened was, because I didn't have a um, free space to talk about this, I went crazy sexually. So what my therapist said, there's three things that happen to a child who is molested, man or woman. There's three things that happen to a child. Either one, they turn to the opposite sex. Two, they shut down sexually. Or three, they become very promiscuous. Well, I became very, 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 very promiscuous. Sex had become an addiction for me. I needed it. I had to have it. I got to get it. I'm talking about it didn't matter what day, what time. Hey, I need it. But who could I talk to about it, right? I couldn't tell grandmother. I couldn't tell mom and dad. We didn't talk about it at church because it happened within my family. I was too afraid because we grew up a very close family. So it was like I didn't want to tell the family because then I would break up the family. There would be no more holidays. And then it became a mess. So I didn't say anything about it. But yet I was so broken on the inside. I was tearing up everything. What? If I seen her, I'm about to step to her. And the thought messed me up. It didn't matter. It had gotten so bad. We're going to be very transparent tonight, right? Because I want some people to be healed. So we're going to be transparent. My molestation went so bad that I got so promiscuous. Sex had become such an addiction for me. So I would literally be at high school and I would see a woman that would turn me on and I would literally sneak out the back door, walk home just to masturbate and turn around and come back to school. See, we don't talk about, really? Yeah, it was that bad. If she was thick, if she was fine, back then they wore the lip gloss and the shoes with the socks with that little ball at the back. If you wore that, you thought you was cute. They used to have the Chinese pins back in it. Oh man, if she was fine to me, I couldn't handle it. I was sneaking out the back door. I would walk from Decker to Wade Park to 85th all the way home just to masturbate and turn around and go back to school. That's how bad my addiction was. My addiction had gotten so bad that I found myself in East Cleveland and behind somebody's house, climbing on a old, broke down refrigerator, climbing onto a balcony, climbing through the window just to have some 3-minute sex. That's how, come on, see, we don't want to, it's the truth. It's the truth. It was bad. It was bad. It was uncontrollable. It was uncontrollable. And we didn't have nobody to talk to. Who was I going to talk to? Who was I going to tell that thing? So then you got the porn. Oh man. My parents always had a nice house. We always had cable. And then daddy had the good cable. So we didn't have to pay for pay-per-view. So I knew at a certain time, all I had to do was go to channel 41 and they was getting it in. See, we don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about this. Yeah, we didn't have to pay for pay-per-view. We already had. I think it was illegal cable. I don't know. But what I know is, I don't care how illegal it was. It served me very well in my teenage years. Wrestling on Sunday and on Sunday night. Oh, y'all ain't trying to be real. Are we going to get real with it? Because if you get real with it, you can deal with it. And what happened is, here I go, I turn around here, and I get married without having a conversation about sex. I ain't got no counseling for my trauma. I done been molested. Now, here's the trick. My molestation wasn't even by a female. It was by a male. Messed me up. So then what happened is I felt like I had something to prove sexually, right? Because now I'm molested. I don't trust men. That's why I never played sports, because I'm not going in the locker room. I don't need nobody smacking me on my butt telling me good job. I'm not sleeping in the bed with my brother. I don't trust you. The smell of Old Spice still make me sick to this day. If I smell it, I'll vomit. So now I have something to prove, because I stayed around my grandmother and my mother, and because that was a safe place. The women weren't molesting me. They weren't violating me. So then I started picking up ways like them, right? So then now what happens is you act like your grandmother. You talk like your mom. So now here it is. I have this battle because, oh, you gay. You gonna be gay. Not knowing I was tearing y'all daughter and y'all nieces up. Did he say that? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And your girlfriends too. Tearing them up. They couldn't get enough of me. But now I feel like I have something to prove. Because now I have to prove my manhood because I don't have a deep voice. Or I talk with my hands. Or I don't like sports. Listen, let me help somebody. Every man don't like sports. One of the things, this is a sidebar. Stop coming and asking me what the Browns gonna do this year. I don't know. Lose. That's what they always do. Well, you know they traded. I don't know who they traded. I don't know, and I don't care. You got a daughter? I mean, that's my thought process. I don't care. Me in the barbershop like, yeah, bruh. Yeah, because you, man, what you think about that game? Like, I ain't even watch it, bruh. Make sure you use a straight razor while you're talking. You're doing to concentrate. I don't know. I don't care. But these are some of the things that I had to deal with. So here it is. I feel like I got to prove something. So on top of my sex addiction, right? On top of all of these things that's going on with me, now I really feel like I gotta prove something. I gotta prove that I'm not gay. On top of having this sex addiction, so I was just screwing like it was nobody's business. But didn't have nobody to talk about. This is not healthy. This is not healthy. But watch this. The world thought I was the man. World thought I was a man. Oh my goodness. I see people to this day. I see people I went to high school with like, oh, Doc, what's up, man? Boy, you was a hoe in school, Doc, man. You went through all them women, and it's like, yeah, I did, and I regret it. Well, not really. But what I'm saying is I regret why. I regret the feeling of it. I mean, I had a lot of fun, but, it's like, I got props for sleeping with a lot of women. And it's like, but what y'all don't even understand is I was broken on the inside. Yeah, I was sleeping with them, but I was trying to prove a point. I was trying to make myself feel better and release the pain of being molested. So then I get married with no direction about sex. No direction about sex. No direction. None whatsoever. I don't know nothing. I ain't got healed from my trauma. My mind jacked up. All of this stuff. And then what happens? It goes untreated. You don't have these conversations. We didn't have these conversations in counseling. We didn't have these conversations in our homes. We didn't have them in our schools. So you go through life feeling like sex is something that you shouldn't talk about. Sex is something that you shouldn't talk about. And it's like, well, if we don't talk about it, then how do I know? How do I know outside of the bedroom is undefiled? Well, what do that mean? Do that mean not tell nobody when we having a threesome? Because I'm down for that. Did he just say that? Yes! Because these are things this is real. Let's get real. We're not talking about this stuff in church. We're not talking about it at the house. What do that mean? That the bedroom is undefiled. So do that mean I can have a threesome with my wife and long as we don't tell anybody, we're good because we're husband and what do that mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going down tonight. So I get married and I have this high sex drive. So it's like, shoo, I can have sex without feeling guilty? It's going down. No, it didn't go down. Let's be real. Most of us married people, we don't have these conversations about sex. We do not tell them about our past. We hide things because we want to be seen in this certain light. We don't want you to know that I was a hoe back in my day. We don't want you to know that I was molested back in my day. We don't want you to know. So we hide these things because we want to be seen as, oh, he's such a good guy. Or, oh, she's such a good girl. But you don't know both of y'all jacked up. Y'all both got issues. And here it is. You don't like sex. I love sex. And now we got a problem because it ain't no sex going on. At least not in the house. Let's get real. Did he just say that? Yes. 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 He just said that. Yes. Yes. It is so common. You don't talk about these things. So now you in an argument with your spouse, and I'm not talking about my ex marriage or whatever. I'm just saying overall in general, because it wasn't just us. Now you're in an argument with your spouse because you was being so cute about, oh, I love you, and oh, you love God, or oh, you such a good man, or oh, you so beautiful. But there was no real talks about, hey, let me have a talk with you. When I was 9, I was molested all the way up until this age. And then I went through a period of being addicted to porn. And then I went through a period of just being addicted to sex. And then I had to go and get help for this. And although it's quote unquote treated, it never really go away. So when I'm turned on, I need sex at least 4 times a day. And I just got to be honest with you. Sex covers a whole lot of things. So I'm not just talking about missionary sex. Come on, church. I need sex in all ways. I need it all. So now it's like, well, I don't like that. You don't like what? You my wife. You gotta like sex. You gotta give it to me. The Bible say that you can't deny your husband unless you fasting. But you ain't getting none. I don't feel like it. It's my body. What? What you mean? And then you go through these issues of can we y'all gonna be real tonight? Because I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm sorry. I'm not a traditionalist when it comes to sex. It's not for me. It's not for me. No. I'm sorry. If the bedroom is your comfort zone, then great for you. I'm not knocking that, but not for me. I think the bedroom is probably my least favorite place to have sex. It's just too restrained. No, I'm like R. Kelly. I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. We be making love by the buttered rolls. And matter of fact, get the grapes and the whipped cream. Yeah. Well, the bedroom is undefiled. But not when you have, come on, let's have real conversations. Then you have these issues because now you're with somebody who, oh, well, I'll give you sex, but maybe oral sex is out the way. And y'all didn't talk about this before you got married. You just assume because she was fine or because they said she used to go hard, whatever that means, that, oh, she gonna go hard. I don't do that. What? You don't do what? What you don't do? People kill me. People kill me. What you don't do what? Oh, I don't do that. And you think I'm gonna wait for my birthday and Christmas for oral sex? You're not the wife for me. Oh, okay. So y'all just don't want to be real. Because there's no conversation. And the church have failed us miserably. They have failed us when it comes to sex. Oh, the bedroom's undefiled. What do that mean? Break it down to me. Break it down to me. What do that mean? Okay, it's undefiled. So, okay. Help me. Well, y'all, that's just personal. Whatever y'all do, y'all just keep it to yourself. You don't have to talk about your... No, I need to talk. Pastor, get in here. She not giving me sex. She don't want to have oral sex. She only want to have sex in the bedroom. No. Yes. I want to get arrested. Listen, I want to get arrested. That's right. I want to get caught in the movie theater. I want them the police to pull over on the road with my hazards on because they think my car broke down. No, sir. I'm back here getting blessed. Move. Keep going. No. I'm at work. I'm on my lunch break. Meet me. Matter of fact, we can go to Arby's, get some lunch, lock the door. Let's go. Because the truth of the matter is, we are sexual beings. We are sexual beings. So the question is, how do you handle being a sexual being? How do you handle having an overly sex drive? What do you do? How do you handle not having a high sex drive? My aunt said, please don't get arrested. Please. Hey, but these are things that needs to be talked about. My next wife, we will probably go through 5 months of counseling on sex alone. Because I need to understand, what are your views on sex? I will not spend another marriage I need to know what your views is on sex. I need to know, what do you feel about sex? Because men need it. Men are visual creatures. We're visual. So for me, women gets me when they say, oh, well, foreplay starts before you get home. You're right. And that's for the men too. So if you want me to text you all day, you want me to send these sweet nothings, and I'm fine with that. I love chivalry ain't dead to me. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to make sure you got everything you need. I'm going to make sure you got everything you need, right? But what about me? I need you to start before that day. Start before that night. Wear the matching bra and panties. Yeah, look, we are visual beings. My next wife, I'm telling you now, if you ain't got good credit, I do. Go to Victoria's Secret, open you up an account. I don't want to see a blue bra and pink panties. I don't want to see a black bra and green panties. If you got on a black silk bra, you better have on black silk panties. If you got on a polka dot pink bra, you better have on a polka dot pink panty. It got to match for me. If you're going to go to Walmart and get you what they call a granny panties, you better go to the granny aisle and get you a granny bra that match. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And don't have pretty feet. Oh my God. Listen, if you got pretty feet, you can break my bank account. Oh my God. Pretty toes. Woo! 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 No corns. Keep them done. Deep arch. Oh my. Lord have mercy. Sean say, I don't care if they match. You don't care. Well, I do. I do. I do. Tierra say, bro, you are killing me. Because here's the thing, man. We don't. Vince, get off this page. You're too young to hear this. Get off, Vince, get off. We don't want to really be real. We don't want to really be real. I mean, it had gotten so bad that I found myself crying out for help silently because I didn't feel like I can cry out for help out loud. Why? It's just sex. It's just sex. Why can't I talk about this? Why can't we have a conversation that says, hey, I need some direction. I know that I'm saved. I know that I'm a lead. And I'm talking before even pastoring, before being married, before and during a divorce. It's like, okay, I know I'm saved. I know I have an anointing on my life, but how do I handle this? Because I told y'all before, for me, and there are some pastors who, and I think it's so funny because they watch and they won't comment, but they will reach out to say, hey man, you were spot on, or you blessed me, you helped me. And it's nowhere, when, and what, and make it plain. Absolutely. That's my other mama, Deborah Lewis Curley. That's my baby. Here's my thing. For me, there's something about being in the presence of God and being taken up so high in the Lord. When you come down, you're the horniest. It's the weirdest thing. And to go home to no one, and it's like, well, God, what do I do? Because I've just been in your presence. The people of God was blessed. Lives was changed. I was uplifted. I gotta go back in your presence to get this horniness off of me. Because what I'm not going to do is ask him to take it away. Oh, no. I literally had somebody tell me, Reverend, you just gotta ask the Lord to just take that away from you and take that. No. Take it away. So when he send me somebody, it's gonna be gone? No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Let's see. We got some comments. Let's read some comments. Tierra made a comment that somebody responded to. Let's see. Tierra comment. Women want sexy boxers too. You better smell good too and be well groomed. All right. Well, hey, say that. Well, listen. Listen. My woman tell me, smell good, look good, and definitely smell good. Like, keep a clean shaved head. Like, cool. You got the matching bra and panties on though? Cause I mean, come on, like it's a give and take. You can't expect me to have a well-shaved head, looking good, wearing glasses, smelling all good, and then you undress and I see blue and purple. I'm like, let me go to my mom's house. Let me go get so what do you do? What do you do when you don't have that space to talk about? Why have the church failed us in talking about this? Why have the family failed the school? I don't even think they have sex education in school anymore. So we're learning about a topic that's so relevant from the world. From the world. And let's just be honest. The world standard of sex is definitely going to be different from the church standard of sex. Bruh, it's not going to be on that long. No, it's not. But I'm visual. So for the 2 seconds I'm going to have it on, you going to have it on, I need to see it. Okay. April said, I learned from the world and the world lied. My Lord Jesus. Okay, explain that, April. Let's dig into that. I learned from the world and the world lied. Now, here's what I know. What I know is before I begin to really explore sexually, I should have got help. I should have got help. I should have got help. I shouldn't have been married. I shouldn't have been in no relationship. I should have really got the help first. I should have got the help first. So Tierra says, to be honest, I think people are uncomfortable putting the two together and talking about it openly. Well, that's the problem. We comfortable with everything else. We are smoking in front of you. We are drinking in front of you. We are cussing in front of you. We are threatening to snatch your wig off, but we can't have a conversation about sex and when it's done right. Now, God's design for sex is to be between man and wife. We live in a world now where, let's just face it, people aren't really marrying as virgins. Now they may say, well, I'm not going to have sex with my current spouse or fiance until I'm married. But you done been having sex for 30 years now. And, you know, your 2 months of celibacy, you know, is great. But, I mean, yeah, maybe so. But would you be able to talk honestly about it now? Well, what are we talking about? Talking about what? Sex, honestly? Auntie Jackie, what or what? What are we talking about now? Because I'm going to be very transparent with my daughter and my son when it comes to sex. Because what I want my daughter to know is it's bigger than a man telling you that you're beautiful. It's bigger than a feeling. It's bigger than him smelling good. It's bigger than him having muscles. It's bigger than him having the beard. I need you to understand how you going to feel when you're done. And I'm not talking about that climax feeling. I'm going to talk about that feeling of understanding that, baby, you know there's going to be a strong chance that when you're done, he ain't going to answer the phone no more. There's going to be a strong chance that he's going to chase you for 4 months. You're going to get the flowers. You're going to get the call. You're going to get all of that good stuff. But, baby, when it's done, it's it. And you got to understand that that feeling on the inside is going to be worse than that 20-minute feeling that he gave you. Yeah, we're going to have these conversations. Baby, I need you to understand that this is serious, sweetie. And the same with my son. Yeah, son. Yeah, okay. You tearing it up now. But, man, I'm going to tell you how low you going to feel. I'm going to tell you how low you really going to feel when you done. When you realize that women like men too. Yeah, she said all those good things, bruh. And now you broke and she back with her man. And you was a sucker over the thing and not realizing that you was being used too. Come on, let's talk about it. The definition of sex for the older saints is different than the younger saints, okay? Also, we are taught don't talk sex till marriage. Yeah. We don't have those conversations until we are in it. Yeah. And here's the thing. The problem is you can't try to talk about sex after you done got married to somebody. That's the worst time to be like, well, let's talk about sex. I ain't trying to be on my honeymoon asking you, well, how you like it. What? This the wrong time, baby. We in full throttle. We doing 80 on the highway. I ain't got time to coach you. We don't want to be honest. We don't want to be honest. Well, what do you think about sex before marriage? Well, tell you what. The next time you go buy a car, just tell me the car you want, and I'm going to go get it and bring it to you. You ain't going to test drive it. You ain't going to see what it look like on the inside. Don't look for no rust. Don't even ask about the warranty. Okay. Moving on. All right, let's see. Okay. That's true. At what age will I start talking about sex with my children? When I start seeing the difference. I don't know what that age is going to be. When I start seeing the difference, when I start seeing the switch, when I start seeing the long showers, when I start seeing the in the bathroom for a long time, when them socks getting sticky, it's time to talk. It's time to talk. And that age might not be 14. That age could be 10 or 11. That's the world we living in now. That's the world we living in now. All right, so Sis said, I didn't even see this. Sis said she better be a Scorpio. Nah. Sex is God's good gift. God created us as sexual beings. Yes, he did. The Bible most explicit. Yeah. Ooh, she wrote a book. That's what I'm talking about. Depiction of sex, love within marriage is the wonderful poem. Yes. The Song of Solomon, especially chapter 4 and 5. In these chapters, the newlywed couple explored each other's bodies. Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. After establishing. Yeah. Yes. Eat, drink. Come on. Deborah Lewis Curley. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, sex within marriage, it can be a beautiful thing. As long as you got pretty feet and matching bra and panties. Let me stop here. No, sex within marriage, it is God's gift. Sex is God's gift. Amen. And don't try to take away my gift. Tierra says, I'm talking to mine now because they are exposed to ways. That's true. Let's just be honest. As the years go on, the access to sex become more and more easier. There was a video that was floating around social media where literally somebody was driving and took out their phone and recording a woman giving a man fellatio in the middle of the street. Can you imagine riding down the street with your children in the car and there's a man standing there getting fellatio right in the middle of the street? Right in the middle of the street. What a blessed man. What a bad thing to expose your children to. See, it's time to sign off because I'm getting silly now, and it's Friday. All right, so we're gonna dig more into this. This is just the first part because I want to talk more about sex, premarital sex. You all started kind of talking a little bit, but you look quiet in the beginning because I think everybody's so uncomfortable because it's like, well, Do I want people to know? Uh, I don't want nobody to know that I'm having sex right now, or I'm a leader in my church, or my kids might be on here watching, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, look, if you're a freak, you're a freak. Let me stop. Let me stop. I didn't mean that. 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 But I'm saying that to say, these conversations need to be had. They need to be had, and I believe that they can only get better. They can only get better. So what I would say to you is, have these conversations. Have these conversations. Start being transparent, of course, at the appropriate age with your children, to say, hey, we need to have a talk. I need to know what's going on in your life. The one thing that I have done with my children, and that have been because of trauma in my life, is my children go nowhere and they never come back without me saying, hey, come here. Who washed you up when you were over there? Did anybody touch you? Did such and such? Oh no, we have these conversations. I don't care who it is. I don't care what. I don't care. I don't care who it is. Hey, come here. Did this person go in the bathroom with you? Where do you sleep when you're over there? Do they ever let you sleep on their lap? Do you ever? No. No. You don't lay your head on nobody's lap. You don't sleep in nobody else's bed. My children know when y'all together, y'all sleep next to each other. Y'all sleep. No, ain't no boys in one room. Nope. If that's how it is in your house, my children cannot spend a night or go to a sleepover. Boys ain't going to be in one room and girls going to be in the other. Jackson and Jocelyn going to be next to each other. We got to have these conversations. We need to. We need to. Amanda says, we are our own problem. Life is real and fast. Christians have to catch up in the truth and stop the fake talk. Come on. Now you talk, that's a PK talking. That's a PK talking. It's the truth. It's the truth. So we're gonna talk more about it. I'm about to go on my date. Yeah. So ain't nothing like having a good date after a long conversation of sex. No, I'm playing. Lighten up. All these Christians on here like, he just can't be. He just ain't here. Lighten up. Laughter is good for the soul. And if you're going to watch my podcast, you're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to hear some truths. And it is what it is. So, baby, I'm on my way. Blue and blue. That went over somebody's head. Blue and blue, purple and purple. No Mitch Mac. No Mitch Mac. All right, let's see. We got some comments coming in. Let's see. No hanky panky. Oh, no. No hanky panky. I'm saved. I'm saved. I'm talking about, all this I'm talking about is I'm saved. Tierra says, man, we are all adults, but let's just be honest. We all fall short. Fall short? Man, I fall midget. Come on, somebody. Let's go. I'm not playing with y'all tonight. Y'all should be trying to keep me over time and stuff. Nobody is waiting to marriage to have sex. That's not true. I know somebody right now waiting till they get married to have sex. I mean, they didn't already had the sex, but they just wait. Yeah. Tier bars. All right, baby, get ready. I'm on my way. Let me go. It's time for me to go. All this sex talk got me hungry. I'm on my way to Frederick's for dinner. Get ready, baby. I'm on my way. Lace and lace. Amen. All right. Polka dot and polka dot. Amen. Silk and silk. Amen. All right. Listen, That's my time. That is my time. That is my time. You need the kids on here. That's why we absolutely. Oh, we gonna. We getting deep, Amanda. Y'all tune in again on next week. We gonna talk about this some more, and I got some guests coming on next week. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is, but next week gonna be good. I'm getting lonely. So I'm gonna bring some guests on here because I'm lonely. It gets lonely. It get lonely. It get lonely. So I'm gonna bring some guests next week. All right. So listen, I need to get out of here because I'm hungry. Listen, go and follow my YouTube page. Oh man, Behind the Road Podcast. Follow me on IG at underscore Beyond the Road. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And listen, remember, sex is good. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Listen, peace to the fam. I love y'all. Baby,